Hey everybody, welcome back to the second episode of the mini set, and this time we're going to play a deck that can win, because I've heard that people, like to win when they play Hearthstone. Ooh, look at me, I'm winning games. And in which case, you don't want to play the Jailer, because it's 10 mana. It's like the Purifying Shard. That's 10 mana, you win the game. The Jailer is 10 mana, you lose the game. I have messed about with this Jaillock deck off camera. I will show it off again, because I've definitely got a better iteration of it now, where I focus more on the quest than, trying to get to the Jailer itself, and it seems to perform a little bit better. But anyway, this episode, we're going to play Beast Hunter. Now, before the mini set, Beast Hunter was the top of the pile. It was in its own tier. I think it was sitting at like 58% win rate there or thereabouts on HS Replay, and the mini set just added cards which were, honestly, just better for it. It just improved the deck. Firstly, this one, which was probably the best, or one of the best legendaries at least, of the set, Defense Attorney Nathanos. Discover a friendly Death Rattle minion that died this game, trigger and gain its Death Rattle. This is great for the Beast Hunter, which had multiple Death Rattles. You had, a Mountain Bear in the deck. You have the Rat King is in the deck. You have things like the Saber at the very least, so you could get, a Sunken Saber put to the bottom of your deck. It's disgusting. And they were already putting in, there were 30 odds, like 36 of the cards maybe were completely set in stone, with a few other ones which were tweaked around. A lot of people were using the Devourers. I've dropped both my Devourers out. I've added in Nathanos instead, and my other Devourer I've taken out and just slotted Sylvanas in there, who's also super powerful. Why eat my opponent's minion when instead I can take control of it? And this deck is very good at infusing things. Without further ado, let's get down to business. Although, actually, just one more thing before we get down to business. One other change, and I didn't really expect this at the time, which kind of improves this deck even further, is if you get Tavish and you get the upgraded version of Motion Denied, which people don't really expect because no one's really running decks with it in. This is, if you play 3 cards in a turn, you take 9 damage. And you put out a hell of a threatening board in this deck. So you can easily make your opponent play 3 cards, and they take 9 to the face. It's 2 mana Pyroblast! Well, I guess it wasn't 2 mana, because it was like, bundled into the Beatstalker Tavish. But this deck is just disgusting now. Truly, truly disgusting. So let's check it out before it gets nerfed. In terms of other decks I've been seeing running around, I've seen a few people doing Secret Mage, which doesn't seem to be very good, as you'd expect. The one surprise I've seen is Paladin is surprisingly tough right now. Mainly because of the card of, Ordering the Court. Ordering the deck from back to front makes that deck extremely dangerous. They have a huge power spike. And it has caused me some problems. Okay, I think I'm happy enough with a breeder. I'm really going to fish my 1 costs. Okay, not great. Actually, we could coin K9. I'm predicting a Secret Mage here. I'm predicting Big Mage. But that doesn't matter. We're going to beat Big Spell Mage, because you're not going to get to your big spells in time. You're going to be too slow, old woman. I don't want any of these on top of my deck, to be perfectly honest. I guess I'll take a Doggy Biscuit. Right, note to self, the bottom of the deck is cursed. We need to do some trading. Shuffle that up a little bit. That's fine. We can kill it with a Doggy Biscuit. I can kill it with a Doggy Biscuit. No. Hope for the 3-1 rush. Of course they didn't get it. The one time I want it. Nowhere to be found. Anyway, we can trade the Doggy Biscuit out, get a rush on one of these turns that have Summoning Sickness, and we'll be good to go from there. Right, let's get breeding. I would like... I think I would like a Saber, if you don't mind. Then this can go back to the deck to give you Rush. Very good 6 for me. And if you want to break through, be my guest. And we just want to play on curve, honestly. Just keep putting out huge, menacing threats. Alright, very nice. Very good. Round of applause. Actually, do I want to Arl on here? No. That changes everything. Still plays on curve. And start smoking the face. And then next... Actually, next turn we're probably not Arloning either. It's going to be Tavish, I think. I will say Big Spellmage is probably one of the few decks I don't want to play the... Play 3 cards in a turn, deal 9 damage, because they just don't do it that often. Oops, by the way. Whoopsie. Okay, goodbye. Rat King. Okay, let's do a little ice trap. And as I said, no one will expect the snake trap. Although that being said, hang on a minute. I could give myself a great bow with maneuver. Let's go with maneuver because I think it's the better play in this unique scenario. But I'm telling you now, people will get caught by that motion denied.
You can't stop this snowstorm.
Right, you're gonna do a little freeze? Sure. Oh, I've not seen you in so long. This is the better play.
You are so cute. Yes, you are.
Right, it's always Huffer. Just look how threatening this board is. That was 7 mana. What? 12. 9 stats. Pretty good. And a lot of it was fast. Right, well done. You have 9 mana now. You can do your little box. Unfortunately, if you cast a box, you'll never be able to cast it ever again. You really need to play a coin if you've got one.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
What?
I can't
Oh.
take them. Wait, not all of them.
Oh, perfect. You're going to kill this. And I'm going to get 2 of them next turn. Thank you. Actually, will it proc on this first? Because in theory he died first, or Huffer? Okay, that's fine. I was okay with either.
Runs out on me.
Alright. This is a bit of a boring turn for Samuro, but it might be the turn I use Samuro on. Pop. Pop. Then Samuro, just to do the 1 damage to 2. Rush you in. Push the button. It's always Huffer. And Despair. Just true, unadulterated Despair. Crush is coming up. They can't cast spells right now because of the ice trap. They need a coinman. I don't care.
By my calculations, you need to chill out.
I still don't care. Nope. My crush is here to ruin your day now. Just give you another thing to deal with if you don't mind, mage. No spells, of course. They're forbidden.
That's right.
Ah, there we go. They can get rid of it.
I bring the muscle and the magic.
Huh. Nice fire.
We have lethal if it's Huffer. That's the one situation that's not lethal. You can rush
Who here can spell Zinjari?
or revive a pet, or 3 damage from minion repeat with 1 less damage. I think that's lethal.
Pick me! Pick me!
I think it was guaranteed. Because even if it'd gone 3... Yeah, it always had to hit at least 4 damage. So yeah, we were always good. Alright. Oh. I almost forgot to put that on the scoreboard.
Sylvanas versus
Okay, I've not seen any shamans since the mini set. I don't know if anyone's done anything with the hodgepodge of cards that shaman was given. Do I save a pet collector for 5? I don't think I do. We really want that early tempo. A peasant versus shaman is pretty good as well. They don't have a lot of ways to deal with this on turn 1. So we might get 1 draw out of it at least.
what is it?
Yeah. Because schooling is probably their best way to deal with it, but they need 2 mana to at least do that. I guess they could coin it. If you want to spend coins plus schooling plus 1 of the fish to kill a peasant, I can live with that. I could live with losing the card draw.
There is little time.
They've given up already. No, they've not. It's fucking Totem Shaman. Alright. What a wild world we live in. Give me one of these, please.
Hearty snacks.
Andy, I love you. I love Totem Shaman. It did get a little bit of support, you know, with the totem. Summon all totems infused with totems. I still don't think it makes a difference. If you get the ultra optimal, like, draw and curve, you can do some disgusting things with it. But the deck is certainly not there yet. Also, you really don't want to be trading with me. Yeah. And this is the problem. You really need to be ahead on tempo. And it's so hard to out-tempo my deck.
Spit that out.
Okay, that's a scary thing. I will kill it.
Is it?
We're now just playing Control Hunter, if you don't mind. Samuro. No, Samuro is not the right answer. Let's get Dredging.
I will drain you.
I will drain you, by the way. Yeah, give me R1. That's even more despair. That's one of their key cards gone now. That Anchor Totem. I hope the next expansion gives Totem Shaman some love. It was so rough that, like, the big card that enables it, the Stone Right, was just a legendary. If it was an epic card, you could have done some interesting things with it. If it cost a bit less as well. You could at least high roll, but even the high roll Totem Shaman now is just not good enough. You just don't beat this Hunter deck. And I've not had a wonderful roll with this. I've had a pretty good roll. But I wouldn't say I've had the most disgusting start I've ever seen this deck do. Anyway. I think the Shaman has experienced despair now. He's aware he can't actually play minions on the board anymore. Because I'm just going to kill them too quickly. And you have the coin. At least coin Stone Right or something. I'll keep clearing your board. I think they just rage quit. Rage quit? Rage quit, I think. Alright. Well, I'll drain you. Let me, I guess, grab a Frenzy Fangs. And let's just make your defeat a little bit quicker. Alright, thank you for the 50 gold coins. I'll treasure them until I spend them when I get 100. Go again. I was pleased, by the way, I bought this mini set with rune stones for the first time. In part because I didn't have enough gold, but also I wanted to see if they would do that thing where, you know, the expansion is 750 rune stones and they only offer you like 500 or 1,000, but they actually offer you, you know, the rune stones equal to the amount of the expansion, which is obviously not great because you still don't want to, you know, be paying for the content, but I understand for this game, the way TCGs or ECTGs or whatever you want to call it, electronic trading card games, for them to work, I understand the financial model behind it, so it was not as scummy as it could have been, so that's, I guess, what I'm saying. You could have been scummier, but I'm happy you weren't. Right, give me a batty guest. Warlock. This is probably still the Imp Warlock. I've not seen too many other people trying to make the Curse Seed Warlock work. I wonder why. Ooh, Sylvanas.
Caught this one eating party snacks.
No, okay. I was going to say I might trade into that depending on what Wild Seed I get. But with the 3-1 rush, I'm not. Yeah, that makes sense. Spit that out. Come on. Peasants. I need peasants. Now, they could have to, you know, destroy a minion, do 2 to all. I do see that running Warlock a lot. But if they don't, this is disgusting board for them. They're not going to be having a good day. They're not going to be having a good day. I will take all the draw in the game. We will save the Samuro. I kind of hate to do this, but I'm going to do it.
Spit that out.
Trade a 4-3 into a 4-1. Just to get things motoring. So that I can dredge you back up later. Also, I think it's more of a waste for Samuro. Like, Samuro Biscuit is a pretty good AoE clear. Could be the counter to the Refarm turn from them. Could be a counter to this turn, honestly. Just keep clearing the imps off the board. Yeah, fuck it. They've gone huge. I imagine this is because of Refarm, but... And I don't need the doggy biscuit anymore. They were going for a vile library play, I guess. And honestly, this is just the difference between the power level of this deck and Imp Warlock. Imp Warlock is a fucking good deck. Like, really strong, really, like, explosive at times. The Hunter deck just doesn't care. It just can handle so many different things. I think that's the problem with this deck at the moment, kind of why the win rate is so high. It's so good against the other, like, super aggro decks. Whilst... Yeah, whilst at the same time, it has, like, its own other win conditions against, like, value matchups. Like, it can just outvalue them. And then because the Wild Seeds are dormant, it kind of, like, counters control decks as well. Because it's really hard to clear the board for Hunter. Okay, hello. Would you like to trade your Trog for my Peasant? I give you an offering. Yes, you do want to trade. Pleasure doing business with you, Hunter.
Caught this one eating party snacks.
And then pushing hero power on 2 is so bad for them. Tempo, tempo, tempo. I have all the tempo. Tempo, tempo, tempo. Do, 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 do. Oh, I could also harpoon gun you back. I don't need to do that right now. I think this is the biggest tempo, tempo, tempo. It does put me in a position, I'll admit, where the harpoon gun probably won't be played for at least 3 turns now. So that I get value off the Great Bow. But that's fine. I don't have anything I need to dredge right now. And all I need to do is get to turn 5 and we play Tavish and win. Oh, a secret. I wonder if it's a new secret. Right, shall I punch you in the face with my bow? I say punch you in the face. Should I punch this with my bow? Or do I go the more aggro route and just kill it? I shall just kill it. And I don't need a doggy biscuit right now.
I will drain you.
That's a great 5. Right, let's see what you're going to cheat out. Hydrolodon. It's a pretty good card. I'll give you that. Right, we want the Rat King now, please. I could also Tavish, coin Tavish, and hope for Explosive Trap and then trade into the Hydrolodon, but I think Pet Collector is just better and save the coin for the future. Save it for a rainy day. Yeah, I think this is better. Come on, Rat King. 50-50?
Yes, you are.
Ah. Okay. This means that we trade you instead, I think. Actually... yeah, I trade you instead. It is freezing. No, it's snake. Fine, you lose a snake. You take 3 off the board. You take 1 off the board. And I think I will trade a 3 out.
You are so cute.
Are they going to get Rat King? No! Hello, you're using the new one. I have big respect.
Worth hungering for.
I think it's bad. Because he hasn't got Rush. Anyway. You have managed to wrestle the tempo back. Well done. You're going to lose the tempo again, I think. So I could Harpoon Gun. Yeah. Harpoon Gun, hit the face. Give me back Sunken Saber. Coin it. I'm dumb. I can't count. Sorry, I forgot about Dredge not being, you know, I'm going to bring you back from the depths of hell. Okay, we'll make it work. We'll just push the button. Why did I think I had another draw on that? Whatever. I played a little bit too fast, a little bit too loose. You're looking for a Rat King, the King of the Rats? You are. So they have 2 in their deck now. But this is completely okay. I will drain you, by the way. Give you one of these. I would like a pet collector, please. And then I will kill this. And I will push the button. And if you clear all the minions on my board right now, Sylvanas is ready to steal. Admittedly, this will have to be going dormant, but you know what I mean. Okay, you have your own mountain bear. Ah, and you won't attack me. Interesting. Okay, I'll attack you then.
Yes, you are.
Right, goodbye. Goodbye. It's fine as well. And you got a Trog. Okay, this is perfect Tavish time. All I need to do is get Explosive Trap, and it's all gravy. You're not explosive. Freezing is actually fine here. And there's explosive. Annoying on the order, though. But I think that was worth it, just not to risk missing. Okay, get the worst one. Thank you. That's a pretty good rusher, though. Let me kill you. I mean, they can't do anything about my explosive trap, right? I mean, they have to know it's explosive by the way I've set this up. Okay, that's perfect. Enjoy that very expensive Trog. So now all I need to do is just wait for my moment to steal their Rat King. Okay, that's probably more important to steal. If you don't mind, I will take control of this. If only I could rush it. And I think I'm going to require some taunt, maybe. Right, do you have an answer to my 11-10? Hunter? Are you going to devour it? You're going to try and crush me. You are going to crush me. Unfortunately for you, that's not lethal. Holy shit, if they had the coin, that's lethal. Alright, that's a pretty smart play, honestly. Oh, I see what they were trying to do. Okay. Your order was unbelievably lucky there, by the way. It was like the perfect order. But, oh, hello, Crush. A little bit too late. Do they have lethal here? Oh, they might not now. That's gonna make everyone stronger. Oh, you get your Rat Kings back. I still don't think this was a good ad, the Shade Hound, but I think you're gonna get through me here. That attack, that attack. Okay, you don't kill me this turn. Especially since you're trading. I assume you're going to trade into the Rat King as well, no? No, you're going to set off the explosive trap now and kill your Trog. You goon. Oh, you did it on purpose. Okay, this guy's smart. Is there an out for me here? If there is, that's not it. That could do it, though. Never mind, he can't do it. I can't count. Man, okay, the only thing that can beat this deck is also this deck, turns out. Alright, well done. You got pretty lucky there. I'll give you that. I still don't think... I don't think you need Mr. D in this deck. I was thinking about it because I don't have it in my deck. Because the other thing that cost me there was that they also pushed like 20 damage with Mr. D on the board clear. Yeah, I think... I still think God deck was better. I think if we played it 100 times, I think we come out like 60 times. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Mr. D is a good addition to this deck. It's not going to be a bad addition, at least.
I will never, sir.
I just feel like if you ever draw into Mr. D, like, halfway through the game, you just lose.
I see you've brought guests.
Okay, we haven't got a turn 1 play. That makes things a little bit harder for me. Okay, it's a Demon Seed Warlock. Cool. Alright, let's go aggressive then, because they want to push their button. Right, you're going to have a problem, Warlock, that you're going to push the button up until you get to like 10 or something like that. And then you're going to have the scenario that I had, that when you play the Jailer at 10, you just lose the game, because 10 mana do nothing is not very good. Also, I learned, and I didn't know this, if you have an immune minion with Taunt, it ignores Taunt. which is kind of interesting. Goodbye, Ickman, by the way. You've perished. Just give me more and more Rat Kings, please. That's all I want. And let's just hit you in the face a few times. Sure. Right, you have 2 turns, correct? Okay. Let's play Avalon then. You can take Renderfall. I don't care about him. He's worthless. I just ideally would like to rush into one of your minions, please. That one will do. And now you lose, because you will never be able to clear my board. But actually, that's not true. You can clear my board, but it's just going to cost you all the health in the game. Right, enjoy. Then I'll just keep pushing more and more damage so that you can't push your button as often. Goodbye, Ickman. Right, turn 6. So you could do damage to all here. That will still leave a 2-1 on the board because this deck is sticky. And then I start harpooning you instead. I also tried this one. You're going to push the button, very nice. Single target removal, 4 cost. You spent 4 mana, did 2 damage to yourself and killed a minion. Well done. Do you want a prize for that? And now I have a minion with Taunt in the way. Nothing has died yet with Death Rattle, I believe. Let's start harpooning you. I would like Crush if you don't mind. Push the button. Okay. You can no longer push your button, Warlock. No card saves you in the game anymore. You'd have to mass silence me, then board clear me. But even if you do that, I'm still going to swing with my weapon and kill you. Actually, I tell a lie. If you do mass silence and mass clear my board, you win. I say you win. You live this turn. Because I can only do 3 damage to you.
You get accustomed to the smell.
Interesting. I never considered putting that in my deck.
Trust me.
Probably for reasons.
Such skill in one like you.
Goodbye. Goodbye. And you know what? Why not get crushed to death? This is the big problem with that seed deck. The Demon Seed. You really need... It misses backfire too much. You need like the draw and the taking damage at the same time. Just to get through your deck fast enough. And honestly, you get to the point with that Jail Lock deck that... And I like the idea that it could work, so I'm going to try and play with this a little bit more. But you get to the point where it's like, I might as well just complete the quest and beat you with the quest instead of using the Jailer. But I don't know, maybe you didn't have the Jailer in it. I don't know. I was like... just looking through my deck and like, you know, trying to manipulate it, to move the parts around. I went like, hang on a minute. There is one card I would like to remove from this deck and it's the Jailer. And when you get to that situation, normally it's pretty bad. K9atron, you're not going to be as good here, unfortunately, because Demon Hunter can just ping or Peasant. Do I want to let a Peasant just perish? Not really.
My blood boils for war.
I think I hold on to you. All of me would have just thrown that onto the board, but all he's going to do is ping you with Demon Claws, or he's going to do, you know, 1 mana, 2 damage to the lowest unit. Okay, this is Aggro Hunter. Demon Hunter. I'm intrigued by this. This is a deck I really want to run. I think it's actually incredibly strong. What's on the bottom of my deck? Defense Attorney Nathanos. There's nothing I really want to grab right now, unfortunately, so I'll grab Wild Spirits. It's a good turn 3 for me. Yeah. Alright, you're gonna start punching me. I hate to do this. I think I'm going to punch it with my face. Because I think it's going to do 10 damage to me if I don't. Oh, we're 100% one of Mountain Bear. That's actually huge. Now I'm going to make you make difficult decisions, Demon Hunter. Just to go back to that Demon Seed deck as well. I always wanted to run it as a 40-card deck because I just felt like some decks would just burn me down before I could get to my control aspects. But then the problem with that is anti-synergistic with like what you're trying to do, so it's just a little bit awkward. It feels like the puzzle pieces don't quite gel together. Anyway, deal with that.
My blood boils for war.
What is it?
Okay, we have the answer to this. They have to punch it. They don't want to, but they have to.
Right now.
Just throwing on a Mountain Bear onto the board has just killed this deck. It's actually a little bit spooky, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. And now we put a Peasant on the board where they struggle to deal with it. If you're playing a deck now, at this point in the game of Hearthstone, you have to really have some answer to Hunter. Because they're just so brutal to deal with. I guess Curtis was their answer, but even this isn't enough. You're not going to get through the bear. And now you're at the point in the game where I'm at my strongest. Like the mid-range. And I'm just causing despair for you. Like...
Caught this one eating party snacks.
I can just refill my hand now if you don't mind. Just throw up all the taunt in the game. Okay. That'll get you through the Peasant, maybe. Don't know if I would have selected that as a target for predation, but... Okay, you hit the Peasant. Right, you've done all of this now. You've played all your last pathetic card. And now I just do that to you, that. It's just like, what do you do to this? And even break Sweat. Right, one more game. Alright, another Hunter off. Let's try and prove that we have the better Hunter deck now.
I will
Castle Kennels I don't think is worth holding on to. In fact, I think I send all of these back to my deck. Pet Collector is actually... Okay, it's back in my hand. Holy shit. Oh, I've got Mr. D in this deck. I tell lies. I didn't think I had it in. I thought I took it out. Oh, okay, I'm just dumb then. pure unadulterated dumb. I forgot I put him in. This is a pretty bad hand for me, so let's see how we can deal with this. We're basically top decking for my early game. Annoying. Let's say where you go with this Trog. If you put a biscuit on it, I'm just gonna let you hit me in the face a few times. We can deal with it at 4. They're gonna put... Oh, Ramming Mount. It's Face Hunter. Is it? I thought Face Hunter runs the Ramming Mount. Alright. I just push button. Now I'd have an issue if you doggy biscuit it. At least for 1 turn. Okay, we're good. Do-do-do-do. And maybe we actually see the defense attorney, you know, be played this game. Who knows? Alright, what's your next move, Nazareth? A K9atron? I'm guessing you haven't found a 1 cost?
Caught this one eating party snacks.
And you've had a really good Wild Seed roll there. Well done.
You are so cute. Yes, you are.
I'm fine with this. Let's kill you off. And true despair is about to occur, by the way. Because I'm going to take the death rattle of this. Yeah, well done, you've killed it. You've now got a mountain bear to deal with. Oh, it looks like you're running out of fuel there, buddy.
You are so cute. Yes, you are.
Okay, they want some of their own fuel. Alright, I could also get a mountain bear if I want one, but I think I'll take a random beast if you don't mind.
The Dark Lady did not commit this.
I think I'll have this one, thank you. Oh, I also get that beast, by the way, so thanks for that. Then I'll give you one of these, one of these, one of these, and one of these. Alright, enjoy. And by the way, once you've, you know, cleared through all this junk, Mr. D's coming.
Yes, you are.
Oh, you're on Sunken Saber, huh? It'd be a shame if I didn't break it and just ignore it. How about you deal with Crush? Maybe. Yeah, Crush. I called it. Alright, see you later. You must have quit, by the way. What other beasts are in my deck now? Am I out of beasts? Maybe that's the issue. Maybe that's why people are running like the little goat boy. Maybe there's just not enough beasts in Beast Hunter anymore. At least my variant. But I think I've tapped out now. No, I've got one more. I tell a lie. Oh, perfect. Let me do 3 to you. Then let me do 3 to you. Then let me kill that. Let me kill that. And well done. You could hit me in the face if you want to. It might actually be that Ickman might be the weak card now. As if you're in collateral damage in that deck. Okay, that was kind of spooky. It's fine though, we have a mountain bear to deal with this. Yeah, this will work. Give me a mountain bear. Push the button. I actually missed lethal. I could have just hit you with the harpoon gun and killed you. My bad. It won't matter, there's no punish here. I just want to finish you off with Mr. D, who I forgot I even still had in this deck.
You have my esteem. Such skill.
And he ended with honor. Well done, Nazareth. Okay, well, if you want to win games of Hearthstone, play Hunter. It's as simple as that. I probably would say, though, to this deck, you might want to run another beast in it. I'm just going to have a quick look, actually, before we end this part, since we got through this lightning quick. What other beasts are there in the game right now? Because you could probably get away with another one, but I probably wouldn't want something that's 5 or less. Like, I don't think I would want the Shadehound is the thing. What big boys are there? And I'm not sure Ickman would be necessary with this deck. In fact, I'd probably take Ickman out. Maybe even run the Garganman. I don't think Highmane is the right answer either. Owl or Herring? Okay. I guess that is the one small chink in the armor of this deck. If you wanted to run another big beastie, you would kind of have to run something around the 5-cost region. And actually, it's not even a problem. Just run fucking Sylvander if you have to. And beat people. Also, is there anything I've not got crafted right now? Because I didn't even think about that. Any big beasties I forgot about? Oh, Uzamat. I wouldn't say Uzamat is the beast I would be looking for. But you never know. Maybe mess around with it. Anyway, roughly this Beast Hunter list will do a good job for you. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, why not leave a like and subscribe? Everything helps me out. And I'll see you on the next part. Goodbye.